Friends, we'll be talking about Sudan, Republic of Sudan, which got its independence in 1956. And this was the biggest country in Africa, placed in North Africa, before it got divided into Sudan and South Sudan through a referendum with an overwhelming majority of 98% in 2011. Nonetheless, it remains a huge country with huge turmoil, and at present there are massive movements are going on. Couple of years back, 2 to 3 years back, there was a movement in which the erstwhile president was thrown out, and to make a peace, the army with the help of civil took over the power, and a civilian prime minister was positioned to seek peaceful transition from the present military civil rule to 100% a civil rule in 2023, when the election would have been held. However, now the present mass movement is raging through in Khartoum and other parts of Sudanese region. What are the reasons for this? These parties and groups, they were part of Forces for Freedom and Changes, FFC, a loose coalition which joined the government after the erstwhile government, earlier government, was thrown out under Bashir in 2019, and power sharing was agreed to. However, this breakaway group says that now major four parties are usurping the power and doing the changes, and they do not see any justice in 2023 election, and hence the movement is massive in thousands of them. Only a day before and day before it was taking place. What are the demands of this breakaway group and the people who are marching and protesting? The protests are from both the sides, from the military sides as well, supporting the military, who want some generals to take over fully from the so-called civil government and clean the mess. They have full faith in the army. While the faction which is on the road, what they want dissolve the present government, formation of new government led by technocrats. I do not understand what they want by these technocrats. Maybe judges, maybe top engineers or bureaucrats or citizens, prominent citizens as they are known as, whatever may be, and they want, the last of their demand is, in addition to many more which I haven't cited, recover lost wealth due ex-President Bashir. How will it be possible? And I am not sure, but then this must be done. I support. And present PM Hamdok says this is the worst and dangerous crisis as far as Sudan is facing. Well, the protest is continuing, and it is expected that military may cause violence, state repression to quash this movement. While on the other side, the warring civilians have given a day or two deadline for military to step down. Let us see what is in the store. Not sure. In the meantime, there are few points which you must know, and in case you are interested in what is happening in Africa and especially in Sudan. Of course, Sudan is divided in the transition government from both the sides, wherein who is trying to mediate? Yes, it's obvious. It might not have occurred to you, but the moment I ask the question, you should know. Senior US envoy to diffuse the tension between military and civil group. Yes, USA has to be there. They met military leaders, they met civilian leaders. These are in the news in USA as well as in African news medias, newspapers, etc. And Sudanese coalition, both the sides are heavily dependent on the US mediation, not on the people's resistance, not on the people's need. In the meantime, I came to know that Sudanese Communist Party, yes, Communist Party exists there, has said that interim government is underestimating people's revolution. Well, what revolution is there? I cannot say, I am not aware, because transition from Bashir to military and civil coalition, and from there transition to a pure civil government, is not a revolution. Yes, it may be a positive government that comes through, but it is not a revolution, especially for the communists. Revolution means end of existing property relation, that is end of capitalist mode of production, that is the start of the rule of working class, where means of production and all the private property becomes social, or the process starts. Well, as far as I'm concerned, friends, I will like to see your comments, especially if you are from Africa, Sudan, or interested in these, or you come across my video. Do comment. Do not worry whether it's a positive, negative, but don't be abusive, which I have seen lately. Thank you, friends.